Hey guys, it's Tony T here. I know it's been about a month since I did a video, but now I'm back to do one specific video. But I just wanted to shout out to my inspiration of all time. Happy birthday, Michael Jackson. I wish you were still here. If you were still here up to this day, you would have been 60 years old. And honestly, man, like, this world has changed ever since the day that you were taken away from us. And honestly, man, I don't know if you've been looking down here over the last 9 years, but your estate has been screwing up your legacy, man. I don't know if you've been watching, but I hope you've been watching because I'm about to rant. So, last night around 12 a.m., the Michael Jackson estate released a new Michael Jackson remix, and it actually involves the DJ Mark Ronson, who's also known as the guy that did the song with Bruno Mars called Uptown Funk, which is one of the biggest songs of like 2014, 2015. I'll get into that in a minute. But basically about this remix, the reason why they released this remix is because the estate, in my opinion, was actually a really, really good idea, okay? They did a thing called the Diamond Celebration. They first released about this information on a post of a diamond crown with Michael Jackson's name under it, saying the Diamond Celebration on Michael Jackson's Instagram account. We're all of us Michael Jackson fans were confused on what this meant, and like about a couple days or probably a week later, I don't exactly remember how long it took them to release the information, but the estate released the information of the Diamond Celebration, which is basically, if you go on the official Michael Jackson website and you buy this exclusive Michael Jackson Diamond Celebration thing, you'll basically get every single Michael Jackson album except for Blood on the Dance Floor as a re-release on new picture vinyls. Honestly, in my opinion, that was pretty freaking cool. Like, I thought that was really, really cool in my opinion. Now here comes this remix. So anyway, this remix, like I said, is involved with the DJ Mark Ronson, who made the song Uptown Funk with Bruno Mars back in 2014, and it blew up everywhere. Honestly, it took me a little while to like the song, but I liked the song like later on because it grew on me. But it's never been like a favorite in my opinion. But anyway, for some weird odd reason, John Branca, or however you say his name, is probably the guy, from what I remember from my information, is the guy that runs the estate. And for some odd reason, he decides to bring this DJ to do this weird remix, and honestly, it's so bad. I honestly would say that over the last few years, they've done things that were not good, and they've done things that were actually really good. Here's some of the things that were good. Escape. Immortal. Jesus, what is it? You know what? I honestly think that's probably like the only two good things that they've probably done over the last 9 years after his death. Because here are some bad things. Well, this is sort of a good/bad thing. Okay? The Michael album. Okay? I honestly love this album, but I only love the tracks that are actually on the album. 3 tracks out of all 10 of the tracks are not Michael's vocals. And Sony finally, about a week ago, Sony has finally released information saying, yes, we released fake Michael Jackson songs, which is breaking news, Monster, and Keep Your Head Up, which is not Michael's vocals. It is a guy named Jason McCullough. I don't remember how to say his last name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's a Michael Jackson impersonator, a white man to be exact, doing something trying to sound like Michael. Honestly, when I first heard the album, this was like when I started listening to Michael's music, when I started getting into his music. So back then, I didn't know if it was actually him or not. But later, as I gotten older, I started to realize what was actually going on. But yeah, Sony finally released that information, and honestly, it's actually pretty much gone downhill from here ever since Michael's been gone. And only a few things actually has been good when it came to the Michael Jackson estate. Like Scream, for an example. They released a Halloween album compilation, basically of Michael Jackson's scary songs. You guys know about this. We talked about this last year. I honestly thought it was actually going to be a new album, which is probably some remixes. I probably would have been okay with that. Because honestly, I love Immortal, and I love Escape. Like, Escape has the original demos, and and has the remix tracks. The remixed tracks from the original. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyway, get back to this new remix. So, this remix is like called Michael Jackson X Mark Ronson The Diamond Celebration, or whatever it's called. The Diamonds Are Invincible mashup, or something like that. And I was thrown off. I was like, what is this? This is, like I said, it was like released around like midnight, but it was possibly released around 11 o'clock or midnight. I don't remember exactly what time it was. It was completely random. And okay, so let's get into the songs that are actually in here first before I start ranting about it some more. Alright, so I had to actually put it on a piece of paper because I couldn't remember all the songs that are actually in it. So I know all these songs, but I couldn't remember what songs I mixed it with. Okay, so they got Don't Stop Till You Get Enough from the Off the Wall album, Wanna Be Starting Something from the Thriller album, Billie Jean from the Thriller album, Smooth Criminal from the Bad album, Remember the Time from the Dangerous album, Human Nature, again from Thriller, You Rock My World from his last album when he was alive, Invincible, and The Way It Feel from Bad. Okay, here we go. Here's when the ranting starts. So, the mashup starts out as like music, some of Michael's music. I don't exactly know what's happening at the beginning. Then here we go with Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. That like starts with the chorus and whatnot. Then and whatever. Then we go into Wanna Be Starting Something, and it like happens with the chorus. I think some of the first verse. I don't remember exactly sure. But here is when it actually gets bad. Okay, they start doing Billie Jean, and here's what they start doing. There's a little bit of Wanna Be Starting Something of the music of Wanna Be Starting Something, and they mix it with Michael's vocals from Billie Jean, like the lyrics of Billie Jean, and they're mixing it with the music of Wanna Be Starting Something. That is when it comes from downhill from here. And honestly, I thought it was really, really bad. Then they kept doing it over and over again with the song. Like, they kept playing his vocals of Billie Jean on Wanna Be Starting Something's beat. Like, his vocals and music, like his sounding of the Billie Jean lyrics on the beat and music of Wanna Be Starting Something. Do you really think that's going to be a good thing? Because I don't think it is. Okay, so then we go to the part when it's like da 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 da. Then it's like, okay, what's going on here? Then it's happening. Then we go from Billie Jean to Smooth Criminal. Then I guess it's okay, right? I guess we're doing okay here. Then it stops. Then we go from Remember the Time where it's like, do you remember, girl, on the phone, you and me, and blah blah blah. Then that just keeps happening. Then I don't remember if they even sing the part where it's like, remember that time when we fell in love. I don't remember if they even do that or not, because I was so frustrated of how this was sounding. Then we go from Human Nature, which is unlikely in my opinion, because a lot of the Michael Jackson remixes that the estate has released over the years has not really included Human Nature, in my opinion, like from what I've heard. Then that's happening. Then like, I can't really explain to you guys how bad this is. Like, it's so bad. Like, even the song choices for a mashup is not really that good in my opinion. Like, they're all good songs in my opinion, just on their own right. Like, it's so bad. Oh my gosh. Like, why on God's great earth would this be existing? Like, why is this a thing? Like, why is this a thing? I don't really know why. I don't know. John Breca, what the hell are you doing? Like, why is this a thing? You have been tormenting Michael's legacy over the last few years, and you're just shoving stuff down our throat. You're just basically throwing out malarkey and just, ugh. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what is this? Like, I'm not even like ranting just to play around with y'all. I mean for real. Like, this is bad. Like, Breakup. Like, what are you doing? Like, ugh. I'd much rather be off of Paris, Prince, or even Catherine Jackson for that matter, to be running the estate. I don't know what you guys are doing. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, okay, I'll be straight up here. Probably the only thing I like about this remix is the artwork. I think the artwork, in my opinion, is amazing. But the mashup itself is so bad. Like I said, like literally, like, I can't even just look at the freaking song, whatever I wrote down. Like literally, like I said, all these songs are legendary, but they're legendary in their own right. Why put these certain amount of songs in one remix? Like, I could have been okay with probably some of... hold on. I'm pretty sure that they put... Wait, what is the album that they probably missed? Oh yeah, here we go. They did, like... I'm guessing that they basically took out songs from all of his albums instead of Blood on the Dance Floor. But here's my reason for that reasoning. Here's my reason why they probably didn't put a Blood on the Dance Floor song on this remix, is because they didn't release a reissue of a picture disc of Blood on the Dance Floor, but every other album they did. So that's probably the reason why. But still, like, you got a freaking DJ that did a song with Bruno Mars, okay? You got a DJ, I honestly think this guy has talent for what he's done, I guess. I don't listen to his music, I don't know. But why, John Breaker? Why? Just why? Why? This is honestly probably one of the only times I actually ranted something about Michael Jackson, and it has nothing to do with Michael Jackson. It has something to do with the estate. Like, what is this? Like, I heard about the Michael Jackson Broadway musical thing. I think that's a good idea. I would watch that. But what is this? Why is this a thing? Why on God's green earth does this exist? Why? You're basically shoving remixes down our throat that literally do not deserve to be existing in this world. You're basically throwing stuff at us just to have new Michael content out there for us moonwalkers to just listen to. Because we've been begging for years, and for years, ever since Escape was released, we've been begging for years for new Michael content, for new Michael unreleased tracks. Like, think about the Ultimate Collection, for an example. The Ultimate Collection is basically all of Michael's songs in one compilation, but at the same time, they released unreleased music that Michael didn't release on other albums, like Monkey Business, Fall Again, We've Had Enough. Like, why can't we get that anymore? Like, what did we ever do to y'all for y'all to just shove nasty, disgusting, just really, really bad mashups down our freaking throats? What did we do? Please tell me, what did we do? I would freaking love, like, this is what I've been doing. For the last 8 years, I've been dedicating Michael's legacy to my performances. That's what I've been doing for almost a decade. And this is what you give us. You've been shoving bad tasting of remixes down our throat. This is probably the worst remix that comes to Michael Jackson of all time. Honestly, I really did thought that Blood on the Dance Floor It's Dangerous was going to be really, really bad. Honestly, it turned out to be really well. This, on the other hand, John Breaker, you have done so much to us that we don't really expect to see other unreleased Michael songs up to this point. I'm pretty sure all of us Moonwalkers don't really expect to see new Michael content up to this point, unless if it's just nasty remixes. I don't know what to say anymore. John Breaker, you better know what you're doing, man, because I'm done with you. Bye, guys.